Now look at that page number 115. One theorem is given there, theorem number 7.1, ASA congruence rule. What is that ASA congruence rule says? If two triangles are congruent, if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and included side of the other triangle. Okay, two angles or included side. Look at this figure given there. Two angles are given, one is 60, this one is also 60, and 45 here, and the included angle means included side means what? In between these two angles, which side it is coming, that is the included side. Last year also we have discussed this one. I think you remember that when we discussed about the triangle. Okay, so included side means in between these two angles, which side is coming, that one is included side. Now two angles and included side of one triangle is equal to the two angles and included side of other triangle, then we can say that these two triangles are congruent. And what are the speciality of congruent triangle? If you are, see, let us mark this one ABC. So here let us mark this one PQR. Okay, now as per ASA theorem, these two triangles are congruent. Now if you are asked to prove AC is equal to PR, you can. Why? Because congruent triangle means what? The angles will be equal and sides will be equal. If when you are proved that two triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides will be equal. So AC will be equal to PR. So you can write there AC equal to PR and give the reason CPCT. CPCT. That means what? Congruent part of corresponding part of congruent triangle. Corresponding part of congruent triangle. That no need of giving another explanation. That means if two triangles are congruent, their parts will be equal, other parts will be equal. So AC will be equal to PR. You can write CPCT, that is corresponding part of congruent triangle. If you want to prove AB equal to PQ, that also you can give in bracket. If you have to write CPCT, that means corresponding part of congruent triangle. Angle A is equal to B, you can put the same reason CPCT. Okay, so when we are going to prove that one, the sums, you have to remember this all. Now which theorem we have learned now? ASA theorem. That means two angles and included side of one triangle is equal to two angles and included side of another triangle. Now before that, yesterday we have learned SAS theorem. SAS means what? Side, angle, side. That means two sides and included angle. Okay, remember the words, that is SAS congruence rule, ASA congruence rule, so that we can write that one. Then page number 117, you take another one, that is AAS. In that one, two triangles are congruent if any two pairs of angle and one pair of corresponding sides are equal. Here you see any two angles can be and any one side can be. It is no restriction is there. It should be the included angle or included side, like that it is not given. Any two angles you can select, any side you can select. So two angles and one side is equal to the two angles and one side of the other triangle, then it will be congruent. So up to now we have learned three congruence rule. That is, first one is SAS, that is two sides and included angle. Then ASA, two angles and included side. Now third one, that is AAS, that is two angles and one side, any two angles and any one side. Okay. Now let us move on to example 3 question. I'll read page number 118. Line segment AB is parallel to another line segment CD. O is the midpoint of AD. Show that AOB is congruent to DOC and O is also the midpoint of BC. So let us draw that one. So it is given CD is parallel to AB. CD is parallel to AB and these two are equal. O is the midpoint of AB. So when I draw this one, it doesn't look OC is equal to OB, but you just carefully draw that one, so that it will look OB is equal to OC also. Okay. So how will you prove that one? First thing is you have to prove AOB is congruent to DOC. Look at this figure. AOB, which triangle it is? This triangle AOB, and DOC is this triangle. Okay, so it doesn't look same because of my drawing, but when you draw clearly, you draw please. So first one, how will you give the reason? Now it is given AB is parallel to CD. No, so this angle and this angle will be equal. No, ABO will be equal to ABO will be equal to DCO. Why? Alternate angle. No, alternate angle. Reason is alternate angle, and it is given. Why it is alternate angle? Because it is given AB is parallel to CD and AO is a transversal. So alternate angle. Simply write alternate angle. It is understood. No. So ABO, that is this angle, and this one will be equal. Now second one, AOB. Now look at these two lines, AOB and COD or DOC. AOB is equal to DOC angle. DOC, which type of angle it is? That is vertically opposite angle. So write vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle. Okay. Now it is given O is the midpoint of AD. That means OA is equal to OD. O is the midpoint means what? Midpoint, that means it will divide this into two equal parts. So AO will be equal to OA will be equal to OD. That is given. So I told you whatever given in the question, you can give the reason given. Now you got two angles and one side. So which two angles? These two angles and one side. So look at that side, it is not included side. No. So we cannot take that ASA. So instead we will take AAS. Why? Because here to any two angle and one side we took. So by AAS, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC by AAS congruence rule. Now what is remaining to prove? You have to prove that OB is equal to OC. OB equal to OC. What you have to write? CP CT. What do you mean by CP CT? It is one time we will write corresponding part of congruent triangle. You have to write simply CPCT there. That means corresponding part of congruent triangle. Whatever you have to prove, after proving they are that two triangles are congruent, you have to put whatever you have to prove, OB equal to OC, whatever. What else you have to AB equal to CD, or angle D is equal to A, whatever it is, you write there, write CPCT. That means corresponding part of congruent triangle. Congruent triangles, if the two triangles are congruent, their parts will be equal. Now let us take that exercise 7.1. 7.1. First one, in quadrilateral ABCD, AC is equal to AD and AB bisect angle A. Show that triangle ABC is congruent to ABD. What can you say about BC and BD? So look at that figure given. So let me draw the figure here. A, C and G. So it is given AC equal to AD. AC. Look at the triangle. Which two triangles you have to prove they are congruent? First triangle is ABC. This one ABC. Second one is ABD. First one is ABC and second one is ABD. Okay, in that one AC is equal to AD. That is given there. Okay, that given in the question itself. Now second part also, angle AB bisect angle A, that also given. That means CAB will be equal to DAB. These two angles are equal. Okay, so that also given there. Then third part is AB equal to AB. This AB is the side common to the triangle ABC and the triangle ABD. So that is common. So you got side, angle, side. No, side, angle, side. That is SAS theorem. By SAS theorem, these two triangles are congruent. Now can you take BC equal to BD? Yes, BC equal to BD, that is corresponding part of congruent triangle. So let us write that one. First we will write AC is equal to AD. So we are going to prove triangle ABC is congruent to ABD. So AC is equal to, side AC is equal to AD. Reason is given. Now angle CAB, angle CAB, CAB equal to DAB, DAB. B. That also reason given in the question. Now AB equal to AB. AB equal to AB. Reason is common. Now look at here, this is one side, this one is angle, and this is another side. So by SAS, ABC, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ABD by SAS congruence rule. Okay, now BC will be equal to BD, CPCT, that is corresponding part of congruent triangle. Now second question, ABC is a quadrilateral in which AD equal to BC and DAB is equal to CBA. Prove that triangle ABD is congruent to BAC and BD equal to BAC and angle ABD equal to BAC. Now look at the figure. It is given AD equal to BC and this angle also equal, that is DAB equal to CBA. Okay, triangle, which triangle you have to prove? That is triangle ABD. Look at the triangle, this one. Okay, and that will be equal to BAC. Okay, which triangle you have to prove? Look at ABD is congruent to BAC, that you have to prove. Okay, now how will you prove? Two things they have given there, AD equal to BC and angle DAB will be equal to CBA. Now one more side you have to get. Which side you will take? AB, that is common. No, AB equal to BA. Why I took BA? See, look at this one, AB, first two letters AB, here two letters BA. So AB you have to write as BA. Already we know that line segment AB and BA are both equal, but in the congruence of triangle, order of digit, that is important. Okay, order of the things are important, so you have to write AB is equal to BA. So let us write that one. AD is equal to BC. What is the reason you will write? Given, that is given in the question. Now angle DAB is equal to CBA, that also given. Now AB is equal to BA, AB equal to BA, that is common, that is common thing. Now you see side, angle, side. No, the side, this angle and this side. That angle is included angle, that is in between these two sides this angle comes, and in between these two sides this angle comes. So it is included angle. So by SAS, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle BAC. What is the reason you will write? SAS congruent rule. Okay, now what else you have to prove? BD equal to AC. BD, which one is BD? This one. And AC, they are the corresponding parts. So you can write CP, CT, corresponding part of congruent triangle. Then what else you have to prove? ABD equal to BAC. Which angle it is? A, B, D. This one, this smaller angle. And BAC, BAC. So that also they are parts only. So CP, CT you can put. Okay. So the major one is this one. If you have proven that one, after proving whatever else is there, you can easily write with CP, CT. Most of them you can write because they will be the corresponding parts. Okay, parts of that congruent triangles. So you can write, you can prove by easily CP by writing CP, CT.